Bill Riley and Brian Dunseth with you here at Rio Tinto Stadium, where RSL closes down a homestand. 6 games, including Open Cup, at 5-0-1. Dunny, that's a pretty good homestand.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much ideal. You know, you started with that little bit of a hiccup. You put yourself in a great opportunity at home. You go through 2 rounds of U.S. Open Cup, and now you set yourself up perfectly. Most important, top of the table in the Western Conference.
Oh, we're joined right now on the Ford Postgame Show by tonight's Budweiser Man of the Match. He also had our Rio Tinto goal of the game tonight, the captain Kyle Beckerman. Kyle, congratulations. Walk us through the goal that my partner Brian Dunseth says is the goal of the year so far in Major League Soccer.
Really, it was. I was sitting on the back of the, I guess, defensive line, and they only had 3 there, and there was 4 of us. So really, at first, I was thinking, Javier, put me in the back. You know, if he can see me. Next thing you know, the ball pops off the wall and it comes to me. I just try and get something hard on, get it on goal, and luckily it went in.
Kyle, we've showed this replay probably 100 times already, and from a skill check perspective, you know, showing it in slow motion, you kind of come across it, you let it set yourself up, pop up the hip, but defensively, Jimmy Traore's closing you down perfect. You got Gishburning at the near post. When that ball's bouncing at you, are you just thinking, man, just keep this thing on frame as quickly as possible?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everything's happened so quick. I know he's closing down, but I knew I was there first, and it was just about really getting it on goal, getting something with some decent contact, and see what happens.
Hey, Kyle, a month and a half ago, we talked about coming into this homestand, the importance of getting some points. When you count the Open Cup games in here, you guys went 5-0-1 on this homestand. Successful? Yeah,
this was a really successful little homestand. I think we started in the beginning of it, we started to look ahead of ourselves, I think, and we had a little hiccup against Chicago with that draw. And then it was now like, okay, we need to go and get these next 3. But we just looked at it one at a time and keep proving ourselves and keep improving each game. And I think we did that. And we're really, you know, kind of really running with this momentum and this kind of winning mentality right now and trying to keep it going.
You know, Kyle, when you come into a match and you've lost 2 center backs in Chris Schuler and Kwame Watson-Siriboe, I think from the outside looking in, people are going to say, wow, RSL, they might be a little bit shaky in the back going up against an Eddie Johnson, a Lamar Nagel, an Obafemi Martins. But from our perspective, watching the growth of Carlos Salcedo and how quickly you guys have brought him along, how important has it been for him to have yourself, have Borchers, have Ramondo there, but also put in that personal performance that's needed?
Yeah, I think Carlos has been doing a great job. I think he came into preseason with something to prove and to try and impress us, and I think he's done that since day one. He's been working his tail off. He looked good from day one in preseason, and he's just waited his turn, and he finally is starting to get his chance, and he's proven that he belongs in the MLS, and you know, and he can start and hold his own against some of the best in the league. So credit to him, hats off, and I think it's great to have, you know, Borchers and the rest of the back line and Ramondo with him, you know, to kind of, you know, lead him and put him in right positions. But the kid, I mean, you get out there and you either sink or swim, and he sure is swimming.
All right, last thing for you, Kyle, before you get out of here. The easiest road to a trophy in Major League Soccer and back to CONCACAF is U.S. Open Cup. The road's kind of opened pretty well for you guys. You've got a big one, a quarterfinal match here at Rio Tinto Stadium against Carolina coming up on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a big one, and we got to just keep telling ourselves and keep reminding ourselves that we got to keep proving ourselves. What we did last game doesn't do anything for the next game, and I think we were able to learn a little lesson against Charleston, where you know, we can, if we get complacent, we can get in trouble in a game. It doesn't matter who it is. So it's great to learn a lesson and win a game, and so hopefully we learned from that, and now we'll be able to bring that to this game on Wednesday and really keep this momentum going.
Well, Dunny's begun the goal of the year campaign for you, Kyle. Go enjoy this one.
All right, guys, thanks.